The farm at the University of Louisiana at Monroe is all but shut down. The school turned over operation of the farm to the ULM Foundation, saying the university could no longer afford to run it. Just last week, the ULM Foundation sold 114 head of cattle there, effectively ending the farm's breeding program. As This Week in Louisiana Agriculture's Avery Davidson shows us, the sale will impact cattle producers across the state.
These cattle are no longer at the University of Louisiana at Monroe Farm. The farm's new owner, the ULM Foundation, sold all of the farm's Angus, Hereford, and Brahman cattle, much to the disappointment of Dr. Tim Page with the LSU AgCenter.
They had put a lot of time and effort into putting together these very quality herds with really good genetics, and I was really sad to see that they had to liquidate and sell all the cattle out last week, because we lost some really good genetics at a university, and ultimately the producers and the students in that area are the ones who lost out.
Page has an interest in the ULM farm because he is in charge of the Calf to Carcass program, a program which helps Louisiana cattle producers maintain ownership of their cattle all the way to slaughter. The Calf to Carcass program used the ULM farm to precondition cattle before sending them to a feedlot in Oklahoma. Page found out this week that the ULM farm can no longer participate in Calf to Carcass.
And that concerned me for the producers in that area, in the north part of the state, because that's where they took their calves. So if they want to participate in the program, we're going to have to try to get them to bring calves probably down to the Alexandria area to Dean Lee Research Station.
Page says students will also lose out if ULM no longer uses the farm, something they suspected when I spoke to students back in May.
You learn a lot about soils in class, but you come out and do some soil samples and things like that and learn a lot of stuff. You come out and use different chemicals and see what they do to different crops and weeds.
The ag department's not the only one that uses the farm. We have the biology department. They come out here. We actually planted some wildflowers for them, and they'll have a butterfly garden, I think they start, and toxicology comes out here, and they'll test our water.
All of agriculture education is based on hands-on training. So yes, we do the lecture, we do the theory, we do the classroom, but until we go out and apply it with hands-on the farm, they have not learned everything that they can possibly learn.
And there are always lessons on the farm, even if it's about economics. I'm Avery Davidson for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture.
Ella Johnson donated the farm to ULM in 1985 with the stipulation that it be used for the school's ag program. No word yet on what the ULM Foundation plans to do with the land.